Do you have a crush on your next door neighbor? What's going on, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Welcome to Mo's World. In this episode, we're going to talk about the boy next door. So, as always, if you happen to like this video, go ahead and hit that thumbs up. And go ahead and hit the subscribe button that you see at the bottom of this video. So that way, when you happen to make another video, you will get notified as well. So, let's get into it. The boy next door. Jennifer Lopez. Now, I'm gonna start off at the bat. I love Jennifer Lopez. Yes, I do. I love Jennifer Lopez. First of all, she has one of my favorite videos out right now with Iggy Azalea with Booty. I love that video. I love her red carpet appearances. I love them. Matter of fact, like I said, and right now I know she's doing her little American Idol thing and all that other stuff. So J-Lo got it going on. Now, when it comes to the boy next door, that's a different subject. I'm gonna let you know the good thing about this movie. It was an hour and a half long. That's about the good thing. Now, this movie could have been 30 minutes. 30 minutes. So, in a nutshell, so she happens to be going through a divorce with her husband, and it's her and her son. And so then what happens is that one day her next door neighbor, who happens to be this older gentleman, his grandson comes because the grandson's not living with them, and so they have something wrong with the garage door or something like that. And so then it's come to find out the grandson, which happens to be 19 years old, happens to fix the garage. And so she's like, oh, okay, well, thank you very much for fixing my garage, and so forth and so forth. So then her son becomes good friends with the next door neighbor, with the other boy. So the 19-year-old starts to get a crush on Jennifer Lopez. Now, granted, we all know Jennifer is a cougar. I mean, look at Casper. Look at her. She's like, I think she's in her upper 40s or something like that. And Casper was like 20, 22, 23. Who knows? He was young. So then after a while, she goes, oh, well, she takes a little flatter. She takes a little flirt. And she goes, well, thank you, and so forth and so forth. And so then one day, the boy acts like he can't cook chicken or something. And so then she decides she wants to come over to the house, and next thing you know, she's going, no, don't, we can't do this. Next thing you know, the little boy hit it. Now, this is where it starts to get crazy. So, the next morning after the little 19-year-old next door boy hit it, she goes, oh, well, this was a mistake, and we can't really keep doing this. And all of a sudden, the boy happens to hit the wall like he done gone crazy. That should have been a red flag right there. Now, but no, it goes on. The movie goes on. So, after this little boy who already done shown J-Lo that he is crazy, he decides he wants to enroll himself into her class, because she teaches like classical English, or the classics or something like that. So that should have been number 2. Like, first, force her name and everything. So that would have been like, okay, this dude is crazy. No, it keeps going. So then it goes on, and then he starts to literally like threaten the vice principal. Now, the whole time I'm sitting here, I'm thinking, where is the police? Or why haven't somebody did a restraining order? What is going on? Now, I understand they said movies are supposed to be, you're supposed to be in a whole different realm and world and all this other stuff, and it's entertainment. But no. Now, I have never walked out no movie a day in my life. I haven't. I've sat there until the end. Matter of fact, there's been certain movies, especially Ali with Will Smith, that I wanted to walk out of. But I sat and I looked at this movie. I said, well, maybe it'll get better. Maybe it'll get good. I don't know. It goes on. So then he tries to manipulate the son because he noticed that J-Lo and the husband is trying to get back together. So he tried to manipulate the son so that way that the father can't come back into their life, because this boy wants to be with Jennifer Lopez. So, in a nutshell, the boy was crazy. And, yeah. First of all, the movie could have been 30 minutes long, as I stated before. Hi, my name is Jennifer Lopez. Okay, you done gave the little boy some. You found out the boy was crazy. You get a restraining order, and you call the police. The end. When I tell you this, oh my, it was like, for real. For real. In this particular case, I am going to give The Boy Next Door Redbox, Redbox, Redbox. And you might want to get a free promo code when you go to Redbox. But yeah, I mean, that's all it was. It was, like I said, I don't know. No. And I really wanted to see this movie. I don't know why, but no. So, let's see what else is coming out. We have Project Almanac, which looks interesting. There's a bunch of kids. They happen to find this little device and it takes them back in time. And of course, you know, when you mess with the past, somehow you're messing up the future and all this other information. So that's what Project Almanac is about. So that looks pretty decent. The Loft look cool. It's a bunch of guys. They have this particular loft where they go take their girls and they go. That's where their little private spot is. But then it happened that one of the girls ended up dying in the loft, so which is pretty good. Then you have Black or White. The only thing with Black and White, okay, Black or White, it gets to the point where you get tired of racial movies per se, where you have. Like for example, Michelle Pfeiffer was in Dangerous Minds, and Sandra Bullock was in The Blind Side, where it's the I would say white or Caucasian person per se happens to go into an Afro-American area and they want to change the world or whatever or something like that, and it just seems like it's a whole nother black and white issue. That's what Black or White looks like to me. After a while, those stories start to get a little bit tired and old, but who knows. I think I want to see American Sniper. I haven't seen it. I keep hearing good rave reviews about it, so I might go check it out. But then, of course, you know, it's about that time for that major book, the big major book. 50 Shades of Grey is coming out, so of course I'm interested to see that. I never read the book, and then I know I'm going to get the watered down version on the movie, but it looks like it's something interesting to do. It looks like there's a couple of decent movies coming out. Again, like I said, February, of course, you got a whole bunch of your love stories, and then this March, which is kind of like laid back, but then some movies are starting to come out. So, yeah. But until next time, guys, again, as always, this is Welcome to Mo's World. Yeah.